And we want to welcome everybody here. East Sac County High School.
East Sac County will be receiving the kickoff.
OABCIG comes in tonight 1-0 with the victory last week at home.
The officials for tonight's game are Les Peterson, Jeffrey Roberts, James Black.
East Sac County comes in 0-1, a heartbreaker, losing 19-15. Took a lead into the fourth quarter, lost to IKM Manning last week. East Sac's leaders last week, Tate Lahr was 13 for 29 through the air, 158 yards. And Landon Grindle rushed 13 times for 27 yards. Lahr with one touchdown, 2 INTs. East Sac put the ball in the air more last week than traditionally they have. We'll see what kind of offense they come out with.
Kicking off for the Falcons will be number 11, Miles Chesney.
Miles Chesney is going to kick off for the Falcons here. Falcons win the toss, defer to the second half. And we'll stare into the sun here for a little while until that sun goes down. Kicks up, drops at about the 25, picked up at the 20. A good run through the gap there by East Sac. He's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from there. Each team's playing their second non-district game. Iowa high school football, in most classes, play 3 non-district games before they get into their districts. The wins and losses obviously matter, but no bearing on district placement for state playoffs. There's a snap. Halfback goes around for no gain, short gain maybe, just 1 or 2 there.
Got about 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8.
You're going to give him 2, it's going to be 2nd and 8. Falcon defense last week gave up a couple big plays. Secondary linebackers had a nice complete game. Defensive line came around, really dominated the second half. And they were able to put ELC away. There's a stop there on the interior. For no gain, it's going to be 3rd and 8 now for East Sac. Again, East Sac coming in 0-1, 19-15 losers to IKM, traditional powerhouse, last week. East Sac had the lead going into the fourth quarter and just couldn't hang on. Falcons jumped out to a quick lead, 20-0 last week. That lead was quickly cut down to a 1-score game. Falcons came out and played a dominant second half. They were able to get away from Esterville Lincoln Center. Now, quarterback scrambles, nobody there. And he just tries to throw it away there. Almost intercepted by the Falcons. They're going to say it was in the grasp and down.
Quarterback keeper by Lair.
Loses about 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down to 12 for East Sac. So it looked to me like the quarterback may have let that ball go when he was still on his feet, but he was at the time pretty wrapped up by the defensive lineman. Called down by the official there. Unfortunate for East Sac, that was an interception. Looked like the Falcons could have had the ball at the East Sac 40-yard line to start their first drive. Snap's good. Punt's in the air. Line drive punt fielded by the Falcons. Kate Spots tries to get outside there, but he's cut down before he can get to midfield. Falcons are going to have the ball. Offense first time here in the second week of play. 44-yard line. And we'll see the offense. All new starters on offense for the Falcons. Last week hit some big plays, but kind of a start and stop first half for them. Put together a much better second half. Coaches will traditionally tell you Improvement from week 1 to week 2 is the most improvement, so I'm sure that's what Coach Allen is hoping for here. That pass out into the slot for Ulrich, thrown into the dirt there. Kohler turns to his left, throws into that sun there. Just too short for Ulrich to get to. Bounces at his feet. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Kohler gets the snap, steps up in the pocket. Now is flushed to his right. Delivers a nice pass out to Anthony Newquist. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
20 for the Falcons. Anthony Newquist.
Gain of about 16. So Newquist, the senior,
he got enough for a Falcon first down. 1st and 10 from the Raider 39-yard.
settled down in front of his defender there. Turn and a nice pass delivered by Kohler. Now the give up the middle.
Number 9,
Kelton Ladwig.
For the Falcons.
It's going to be a gain of 1. It's going to leave it at 2nd and 9. Last week, a lot of Falcon players and ELC players dealt with some cramps. So Falcons had to go through about 3 running backs, but in the second half, the running backs really started to gain some traction. Hit some big gainers to wear down the defensive line. We'll see if they can do that this week. There's a pass out under pressure by Kohler.
Kohler's pass ball's incomplete.
Out to Corbin, just off his fingertips, and the Falcons going to face their first 3rd down tonight.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Falcons from the Raider 38-yard line.
So 3rd down and 9, probably 2 down territory here for the Falcons. Here they got a couple chances here. Don't have to get it all at once. Kohler in the shotgun. 1 receiver to his left, or his right, 3 to his left. Ball's complete.
Is complete to number 24.
Put out there to Jack Gilbert, excuse me. And that's going to be 4th and 1 now for the Falcons.
4th and 1.
So some different names here to start out for the Falcons. Last week, it was a lot of Ulrich and Corbin. This week, Anthony Newquist already caught a pass, and Jack Gilbert also. The young crew here for the Falcons. There's the keeper. By Kohler. See if he's got enough. It's going to be close.
By 22 for the Raiders,
we'll see what the official says here. He's going to look.
He is short.
He's going to say he's short.
First down, Raiders.
No measurement at all. And the Falcons will turn the ball over on downs. Kohler with the quarterback keeper there, but just gets stumbled up right at the line. Not a lot of penetration there, but just not enough headway to get going to get that first down. Esak's going to take over 1st and 10. They dodge a bullet with the Falcons on their end of the field here early in the first quarter. Roll out here by the Raiders. Ball delivered for a short gain.
There's pass to number 11, Charlie Veit.
Pass out to Charlie Veit. Be good for a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Be 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
So East Sac County here, just a hop, skip, and a jump from OABCIG. You see a lot of cousins, a lot of the same last names, one district to the other. These kids know each other pretty well. Always excited to play each other. Now there's a toss around the right end for a good gain. It's going to go for about 5. Going to leave a manageable 3rd down here.
Got about 6.
About 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 3 for the Raiders.
And the Raiders face a short but manageable 3rd down here. We'll see what Coach McCullough calls in. Snap back, toss left. Jukes and jives through the hole there on the left side of that line. Got some good blocks. It's going to get enough yards for the first down, I believe. And Esac has their first down of the game. Home crowd likes that. Taitlar takes the snap, toss right. Running back cuts upfield. He's going to get about half, maybe a little less. Gains 4. It's going to be 2nd down on a long 5 here for East Sac. So East Sac's started their place to the outside, but running backs have done a good job when they see that opening, cutting the ball upfield and getting the yards the defense has given them. Falcons with a 3-man front here. And we're going to get a flag throw, an encroachment on the Falcons. Isak didn't move a bit. We'll mark that off, make it a real short 2nd down and half a yard here for Isak, right at the 50-yard line.
Second short, just over the 50-yard line for the Raiders.
Lar goes back, gives it off. Running back runs left, gets to the outside. Dayton Norwich makes the tackle, but not before the Raiders gain a 1st down. They cross into Falcon territory. They're going to be at the Falcon 46. 2 1st downs here for Isak. It's a hot night. Falcon defense. We get too many sustained drives here. It starts to wear on any defense that's been out there on the field for a long time, especially with both teams' players playing both ways. Lar takes the snap. Right up the middle there. Goes to the fullback. He's tackled almost immediately there.
Number 20, Landon Grindle. He's about a yard on the play. Breaks down to the 45-yard line.
Carson Hofling, I think there, or Bodie Hansen maybe, on that stop. Just a short game. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 6:34 left here in the first quarter. No score here between East Sac County Raiders and the OABCIG Falcons. There's a pass out by Lara, but diagnosed by the Falcons quickly. Raiders got a block out there, but linebacker came out, made the tackle. Just a gain of 1. It'll be about 3rd and 8.
Just in between the Falcon 44 and 45-yard line.
Falcons make a couple substitutions. Defense looks to the sideline for the call. Isak, long 3rd down here. You expect them to maybe try to pass here. They've not done that much in the game so far, even though they attempted about almost 30 passes last week against IKM in a close 4th quarter loss. And Lar just gets rid of that one. Bodie Hansen on the pressure there. Nobody's open. 4th down. And we've got holding on Isak as well. So we'll see. That's just at a spot in the field where if Coach Allen takes this, it's going to be 3rd and 17. But he declines the penalty to leave it at 4th and 7. And Isak here, imagine they're going to punt.
Number 34, Sam Gould back to punt for the Raiders.
Cade spots Blake Corbin back to receive for the Falcons.
14. Blake Corbin.
Punt's up in the air and way out of bounds. Off to the right and quickly. We'll see where the officials spot this. I don't think it's going to be a great yardage punt. He's still walking up. Looks like he's going to get spotted at about the 35-yard line.
Looks like 35-yard line. 35-yard line.
So just about a 13-yard punt there. Came off his foot and went straight to his right. Way out of bounds, landed on the track. Now Falcons back in business here on offense. Kohler steps back, looks for somebody. Nobody there. Rolls to his left. He's going to throw for a 1st down. Receivers hit hard. Jack Gilbert with the catch, his 2nd catch of the night.
1st and 10 at the Falcon 47-yard line.
Falcons get a 1st down and a quick moving 1st quarter here. 5:15 to go here as the sticks reset. Sladwig with a run up the middle. Gets good yardage on 1st down. He's going to go for about 9.
Number 9, Kelton Ladwig with the carry for the
It'll be maybe 8. Give him 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Falcons. They've crossed the 50-yard line for the second time. First drive stalled inside the 40 as the Falcons not able to get the first down. And again, short yardage situations. Falcons cut down here. Kelton with the ball again. They give him just a small gain. It's going to be 3rd and 1. And we know Coach Allen wants to run the ball. So far, not a strength for the Falcons. But again, last week they really came around in the second half and moved the ball on the ground. That time, Ladwig gets the ball. He's going to have just enough, I think. Going to be at the 42-yard line.
Ladwig with the carry again.
Should be enough for a first down.
Needed for a first down. 1st and 10, Falcons at the Raider 42.5-yard line.
And the officials trying to get those sticks to move there. Clock ticks away, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Kohler, good protection. He looks to get the bar to Gilbert, but it goes over his hands and almost intercepts it. But it falls to the ground harmlessly. Fortunate for the Falcons, they didn't have a turnover there. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Kohler's been on target tonight. First pass was at the foot of the receiver, and that one a little over Gilbert's outstretched arms. Here's a rollout to the right, but Kohler's chased immediately. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it out of bounds just outside the 30-yard line.
Looks like number 65. 65 for the Raiders.
Heavy rush there by William Smith.
Nice quarterback pressure there.
Quarterback rollout by the Falcons.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for the
Always
Falcons.
exposed to the defensive end on the side that he rolls. The Falcons don't get that man blocked. Hard for the quarterback to see where he wants to throw it, see his targets. This time the Falcons, 2 receivers left, 3 receivers right. Kohler alone by himself in the backfield. Sneaks through, avoids the rush. An interception thrown by Kohler. Berenson looks to get him down. They make the stop back at the 49-yard line of East Sac, and they'll take over. Ball was intended for Ethan Berenson, but a long throw from the middle of the field across the numbers to the outside boundary. And the cornerback did a great job of breaking on that ball, getting an interception there. First turnover of the game for either team. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here with 3:55. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back in 1 minute. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Cook what you want, when you want it, with a new Maytag range. Make crispy favorites using air fry. Delicious baked goods with the help of convection, and tasty broiled vegetables and meats all right in the oven. Cleanup is easy with the included dishwasher-safe air fry basket and self-cleaning oven. Visit Jim's TV and Appliance to see Maytag gas and electric ranges with the air fry feature. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, serving the area for more than 65 years.
We're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait, we only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farming Agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
And we're back here, 3:55 left in the first quarter, scoreless game. A lot of action here between the 40s for both teams. Kohler just threw an interception for the Falcons on a long pass intended for Berenson. And East Sac, after the turnover, runs hard for a first down on 1st and 10. It's a gain of about 12.
40-yard line of the Falcons. 1st and 10, Raiders.
So quickly, East Sac across into Falcon territory at the Falcon 40. 3:35 left here in the first quarter. Raiders are in business. Falcon defense has so far been able to shut them down. ESAC has had some success with the running game here to start the first quarter. Flag down there. It's a gain of about 3. Right at the point of attack. It's going to be on the Raiders. It's going to back them up 10. So costly mistake by ESAC there as they drive the ball into Falcon territory. Really seem to have some momentum after the turnover. And that holding call is going to back them up 10 yards all the way to the Falcon 47.
First and 17 for the Raiders.
Now first and 17 for ESAC. See what Coach McCullough dials up here. Not a first and 17 team normally, but they will come back here and try to throw the ball. And the receiver gets up and over his defender. It was Gilbert on the coverage on the short route. And then the receiver just released deep. Gilbert couldn't see him do that. A nice pass delivered there.
First and 10 Raiders.
By Lahr, the 5'10 senior.
28-yard line.
And ESAC gets it all back at once. Now first and 10 for them. At the Falcon 27. ESAC back on track with the running game here, but a good tackle on the interior there. Zach Balder, the sophomore, 6'1", 197. One of many Falcons learning a new position, playing starting here varsity football. And sophomore makes a great play there on the interior. Gets ESAC for a loss. Second and 13 now. There's a toss to the left. Falcons pursue, but ESAC gets good yardage.
Down to about the 25-yard line, 24.5-yard line.
All the way down to the 24, makes this third down a little more manageable. It'll be about 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
ESAC figure has 2 downs here to get a first down deep in Falcon territory. Lahr's going to drop back to pass. Little slip screen on the inside. Almost looks like an OABCIG play. That little knife route to the inside. The pass is complete. The gain's short. Gets about half of that. Half of what he needed. 4th and 2 now. 4th and a long 2. And the Raiders will definitely stay out on the field for this. All the way down to the Falcon 20-yard line. We'll go under 1 minute now in the first quarter. Scoreless game, 0-0 between the Falcons and the Raiders. Falcons have had the ball a couple times. Last possession stopped by an interception. They were deep in Raider territory. First possession for the Falcons. Falcons gave the ball up on 4 downs. We'll take a 1-minute break. 0-0 here between the Falcons and the Raiders. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
My name's Tyson with Larry Beckman Motors. We've been here for over 50 years, 3 generations, here every day. We're a full-line Chrysler dealer, so Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and then we also are a full-line Ford dealer. We have a great service department. We service a big area, a full-line Chrysler tech and a full-line Ford tech. Do a lot of oil changes and services, and we wash your car and vacuum it every oil change. We are a small-town dealer, and we treat people with respect. We want them to feel comfortable and try to treat people the way we would want to be treated.
Back here, 4th and 2 for ESAC, deep in Falcon territory. They call a timeout. Let's see It's going to be a toss to the right. Falcons diagnose it. I don't think they've got it.
Grindle with the carry.
It's going to be short. Falcons are going to take over, so they needed 2. They got about 1.
Short on the play. Falcons take over.
Those power plays to the left and right side of the defense, kind of East Sac County's bread and butter. They're running those plays for a long time. Falcons know that they're coming. Don't have to watch a lot of film if you've played East Sac because they've run that play for a lot of years. Falcons able to stop it there, and Falcons back in business. Kohler looks long. He had 4 receivers to his right and 1 to his left.
Kohler's pass to number 2.
They go deep to Jax DeJean, who's all alone on the left side of the offense, but well covered by East Sac. Kohler threw a nice ball there. Just coverage too good. Falcons can't convert, going for the big play on first down. 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Kohler alone in the backfield. Kohler takes it, design draw, looks upfield, gets good yardage there on second down. It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. The third and a long 2 for the Falcons. So OABCIG spreads them out and goes quarterback run there. Only 5 in the box here on this formation for East Sacs. Run game's got to be there. Kohler looks and gets the ball to DeJean, I believe. It's a long gain all the way down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Falcons. The first time Kohler's found DeJean tonight. He's got passes to Ulrich and Gilbert and Newquist. Falcons content to call that a quarter. We'll take a 2-minute break. 0-0. Falcons almost to midfield here at East Sac County High School. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Curry Seeds in Odebolt is a proud supporter of the OABCIG Falcons. As your local farmer-owned and operated source for DeKalb and Asgrow since 1984, we know the importance of getting the right seed for your operation. DeKalb and Asgrow bring you the best genetics and technology to manage the most important inputs to your operation. Come see John or David today. Go Falcons!
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Start of the second quarter, team switch sides here. 1st and 10, Kohler throws a dart right to the 50-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. So Kohler, other than the interception, has been efficient. He was stopped on a 4th and 1. Kohler goes long out to Berenson, spins and rolls out to his right. Uncatchable. Lawler out there on the coverage for East Sac. So 2nd and short. Coach Larry Allen decides to go for one there. Falcons can't convert. Now it brings up 3rd and 4 right here at midfield for the Falcons. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left. Falcons look to run it here, and they're going to be met Ladwig's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain. Maybe just a half a yard.
Looks like he even lost.
Now for the Falcons. It's going to be 4th and 4 now.
Okay. 4th and 4. Back to punt for the Falcons.
Coach Allen sends the punt team out, Jack Stagine, to punt for the Falcons.
5 are back for
Veit and Lahr are back for East Sac. Stagine gets off a good punt. And it's muffed there. Falcons look to get on top of it. Doesn't seem to be any Raiders there. Ball's kicked around a little bit. Falcons get a break. They're going to have the ball right down on the 15-yard line on the muffed punt by East Sac.
On the ball at the 15-yard line. Falcons have 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And a break for the Falcons. 10:41 left in the second quarter. No score. Falcons got a short field here. It'll be 1st and 10 at the East Sac 15. Falcons are going to go 4 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. Kohler alone in the backfield. Snap back to Bryson. Bryson looks. It's single coverage on his right. Nobody's there, but Ladwig squeaks out of the backfield or from the inside receiver position. Backfield is empty. And Kohler finds him. Ladwig kind of works his way through the linebackers there into an open position. Falcons get a good gain. It'll be 1st and goal for the Falcons at the 3. So Ladwig's been stymied a little bit on the ground. Gets a good gain through the air there. And we'll see what the Falcons want to do. Just 3 yards to go for the touchdown. Kelton puts the ball on the ground. He was kind of met at the hole, and he kind of sidestepped to get around the outside of the defense. Ball comes loose. East Sac's going to get it back.
Looks like 5 yards.
And the officials make the call. East Sac gains possession there. So Falcons missed opportunity. 1st and goal at the 3. Put the ball on the ground. East Sac, after muffing the punt, they're going to get the ball anyway. With 10:26 left here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Not a great place to start, but fortunate the Falcons didn't score there. Now we'll see what the Falcon defense can do. Falcons linebackers spread wide. East Sac runs that toss to the left side. They're right. And it goes for good yardage. About 6. Going to be 2nd and 4. So the Falcons linebackers are setting up real wide there at a 3-man front up front for that defensive line. East Sac runs the ball well to the outside. Like we said, kids at East Sac have run that play for a long time. The Falcons just not able to cut off the running back on the outside. They're going to try the left side. And Falcons diagnose that well. It's going to lose yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5. We got our player down on the field. Hopefully he's okay. Last week in the heat, about this time in the game and later through the second half, players started to cramp up, and it became kind of a problem for both teams. So hopefully just some cramps here, but we'll see. We'll take a short break, short 1-minute break, and we'll be back. Injury timeout here. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Back here on the 3rd and 5 play.
First pass is incomplete.
Sprint out by Lara under a lot of pressure. The defense on the 3rd and 5. It's going to make it 4th and 5. Chandler Lara was our injured player. He was able to walk off the field. We hope he's all right. Maybe he'll be back. As we said last week, heat and humidity really got to both teams. A lot of cramping out there on the field. Other than that, Falcons escaped last week relatively injury-free. East Sack's going to punt here, 4th and 5 from their own 10-yard line. Falcons chance to get real good field position here.
Back deep is 6 and 14 for the Falcons.
Spots and Corbin back to catch this punt. It's a line drive punt. Corbin muffs it, but he's able to pick it up, and he's going to go around the right side. Still running all the way down to the 15-yard line. Good return there after he dropped the punt there, but able to pick it up. And sometimes that really messes up coverage teams. That was the instance there. Corbin sneaks around the right side. Falcons are going to have 1st and 10 at the 15s. East Sac punted that from their own 10. So just a 5-yard difference there on a great return by the Falcons. And the Falcons are in business. Last time all the way down to the 3-yard line. And then fumbled the ball on a 1st and goal. Aladba gets the ball. They're going to get piled up there. They're waiting for him on that one. He's going to lose yardage.
3 Raiders, 36 being one of them.
Loss of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Falcons.
Lost a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Falcons.
Now Kohler looks deep to his left. Puts it up. They're going to call that incomplete. Kind of put the ball on the money there.
Charlie Knight with the defense of the pass broke it up. 3rd and 11.
Kind of hard to see where we're at in the press box. I think either Jack Sajine or Cade Spott's the intended receiver on that. Kind of went out of my field of vision. Good defensive play by East Sac. Bring up 3rd and 11 for the Falcons. Man in motion, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Kohler steps back. He's flushed out. Has to throw against his body. Nothing there. Kind of just throws that away. Intended for in DeJean's area at least. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th and 11 for the Falcons.
So after a great punt return, Falcons have stalled out here. First play, a rush for -1 yard, and then unsuccessful pass plays. 4th down. Kohler's going to go for it. He steps back. He's flushed to his right. Puts the ball up. It goes into the end zone. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Ball's going to be brought out. And a mistake, costly mistake there by Kohler.
Kohler's pass is intercepted by the Raiders.
And then the Raiders bring the ball out, but tackled immediately. So they're going to have the ball at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10. 8:31 left here in the 2nd quarter. Neither team seems to want to take control of this ball game, although the Falcons have been down deep in Raider territory several times, just have not been able to find the end zone. The 2 turnovers in the quarter here for the Falcons have left them scoreless. East Sac deep in their own territory. Hit the ball on the interior and immediately cuts up. Flag thrown by the back judge here.
Flag on the play.
As they're still trying to undo this pile down there. 2 players' legs are stuck together. I don't know how that happened. So penalty against the Raiders. But They're already only at their 3-yard line. Not much hurt there. Falcons are going to decline that because the amount of distance they would have gone back is pretty nominal. And let the East Sac Raiders lose it down there. Coach Allen says 2nd and 10. We'll take it. Now a pre-snap penalty that won't be declined here. It's going to be half the distance of the goal. It'll be 2nd and a long 11 now for East Sac. They're just outside their 1-yard line. And they'll have to run these plays out of their own end zone here. 2nd down. Falcons with the 4-man front. Linebackers playing up tight. They go straight ahead to get some room. Able to get it out to about the 4. Maybe the 5.
Greater carry to about the 4-yard line.
Four-yard line, looks like. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for East Sac as they're snapping it in the shadow of their own goalposts there.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
Traditionally not a passing team, although they did put it up almost 30 times last week. Lara has connected on a couple long ones here tonight. And he's going to sprint out to his right. Cade Spots on the coverage.
There is incomplete. He was pushed by number 9.
That's not Cade Spots. Ladwig there on the coverage from his linebacker position. It's going to be 4th down. Punter's going to punt from his own end zone. Falcons again with a chance for good field position. Last time they ran this punt punted from the same space. Ran it all the way back to the 15. And then turned the ball over. 2 turnovers in the quarter for the Falcons. So snaps up and high, but controlled by the punter. That one's going to be straight, and it bounces over Cade Spots' head. He's wise not to try to jump up and catch it, but that's going to roll all the way to the 40.
41-yard line at the Falcon 41-yard line. Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their 41-yard line.
About a 56-yard punt there for East Sac, and just what they needed to do. Didn't quite flip the field, but last time the Falcons return it all the way to the 15. Much different result this time. The sun almost set on us here at East Sac. It is 112 degrees here in the 3rd floor of the East Sac press box. We're waiting on the sunset. Kohler drops back. Looks to get it to Gilbert. Hits the ground before. That's another bread and butter play there for the Falcons.
Jack Gilbert.
But Falcons just not able to convert on some of the plays they've been running for years. But young crew here for the Falcons, all new starters, finding their way. And they're bound to make a few mistakes, understandable. There, Kohler gets a pass off to Gilbert. Saw him, he was wide open, got the ball away quickly. Nice job by Kohler. Too much for Gilbert to handle. Goes over his head and out of bounds. And quickly, with almost no time off the clock, 3rd and 10 here for the Falcons on their 41-yard line.
3rd and 10 for the Falcons.
Now Kohler, plenty of time. Good job by the offensive line. Throws it right to East Sac again. Double or triple coverage over there. The receivers ran their routes kind of right into the teeth of the East Sac secondary. Kohler tries to get it to him. Another turnover by the Falcons. It's going to keep us scoreless. East Sac's going to get the ball at their own 41. They have yet to show the propensity to move the ball too much. A couple big plays in the running game, one big play in the passing game, but the Falcons haven't done themselves any favors. They give the ball to East Sac with just over half the field to go for a score. Drop back by Lahr. He finds his man over the middle. Falcons make the tackle, but a nice gain on first down. Tackle by Spots. It's going to be second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 for the Raiders. 58-yard line.
Very little pressure on Lahr there. Falcons typically just rushing 3. There they sneak up. Look to rush the quarterback. Isak gets the ball to the running back, and he just squeaks through a few tackles. Falcons couldn't wrap him up.
Got a Raider first down and gets down to the Falcon 33-yard line. First to 10 Raiders. 32-yard line. First to 10 Raiders at the Falcon 32-yard line.
And a long gain there for Isak. They get all the way down to the Falcon 32. First and 10, 6 minutes, and counting here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Lahr, man in motion. He's going to sprint out to his left, pursued by the Falcons defense. Now Lahr's going to look to run, reverses his field. Tackled by Ladwig. Lahr able to make something out of nothing. That ball was supposed to be a pass to the left side of the offense. Lahr turns around, comes all the way back to the right side.
Second and 4 Raiders.
Gain 6, going to be second and 4.
Falcon 26-yard line.
All the way down to the 26. Isak is in business. 2 wings, man in the backfield. Give is right up the middle. Falcons diagnose it quickly. And he's cut down for a loss. It's going to make it 3rd and a long 4, maybe 3rd and 5. We've got a player down. Kind of an awkward tackle, and the way the players fell there kind of looked like maybe they bent the wrong way. Isak's got a player. He's going to stay down. While he gets checked out, we'll take a 1-minute break. 5:01 left here in the second quarter. 0-0 is our score here at East Sac County against the OABCIG Falcons. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
What word best describes your kitchen? Stunning, spacious, beautiful, maybe even functional. If you are considering a new kitchen that encompasses all of the above, it's time to call Kitchens and More by Melissa, your holiday kitchens dealer in Arthur. It all starts with your vision, which is brought to 3D life, then custom built and professionally installed by Melissa and Matt, working side by side with you on every detail. Kitchens and More by Melissa, a holiday kitchens dealer where quality products meet professional design.
For the Raiders,
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
Ball spotted out there close to a first down. They're going to measure. Big moment in the game here for both teams. It's going to be a first down for East Sac. All the way down to the 22-yard line. First and 10. East Sac leans on this Falcon defense a little bit. So a muff punt, 1 turnover by East Sac. Falcons have a fumble and 2 INTs here in the first half. Lahr has 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to drop straight back. He's going to get rushed to the outside, but Lahr's got some speed. Nothing there. Throws the ball away. Chased by Bodie Hansen. Brings up second and 10.
Second and 10 for the Raiders.
So the passing game, not the strength for the East Sac Raiders. They prefer to keep it on the ground. Coach figures 1st and 10. That's a good opportunity for a team that doesn't pass it very often to try to sneak one in there. Lars sprints out to his right. Can't find anybody open. Falcon secondary is athletic out there, even though they're young. Now ESAC in their traditional set, and we're going to get a pre-snap penalty here, I believe, on the offense. That's going to back ESAC up 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15 now.
Raiders, 5-yard mark off. 2nd and 15.
From the 27. Scoreless here in Wall Lake, Iowa. .418 left here in the second quarter. ESAC in kind of a spread set here. Still tossed to the right. Falcons pursue it outside. They're able to cut the running back down. Just about a 2-yard gain. Going to be 2nd and 13. So ESAC comes out in passing formation. Looks to spread the Falcons out a little bit, but for the most part, this defense, if you get them going left and right, they're going to have the speed to match. And that leaves a long 3rd down in 4-down territory here for ESAC. Another spread formation for ESAC. Lars going to roll out to his left, look back to his right on the throwback, and it's there. And he's going to get all the way in for the touchdown. ESAC sends everybody to the left side of the formation. Lahr rolls out that way. There was never any intention to throw that way. He turns around and finds a receiver leaking out the backside of the formation there. Falcons aren't able to make a tackle. First score of the ball game at 3:27 left in the second quarter. ESAC Raiders lead 6-0 with a point after try. Good extra point. Up and good by Lars. 7-0. We'll take a 1-minute break. ESAC out to a surprising 7-0 lead. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is Lorna at North Star Community Credit Union. You've probably heard we're kind of like a bank, but what do you really know about credit unions? Well, we're a financial cooperative, meaning any profit that we make during the year gets returned right back to our account holders, our members, as low interest loans and high interest savings and checking. As a community credit union, all your money stays right here with the people you know, and it's insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA. So what are you waiting for? Visit nsccu.org or stop by one of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon and see how we can help you with your financial goals.
Looks aren't always the most important thing. It's what's on the inside that counts. At Pinnacle Performance, they make things look good, but wow, can they make what's on the inside count when it comes to your diesel. Farmers, when you need your truck to work as hard as you, call on the Diesel Performance Pros at Pinnacle Performance in Correctionville. Oil changes to overhauls, bumper-to-bumper bodywork, from a simple part to a performance upgrade. Trust your diesel truck to Pinnacle Performance Truck and Body in Correctionville.
Can't see the number for the Falcons.
Corbin gets the ball deep. The kickoff by ESAC. It's a good run back all the way to the 35. So in the last drive, Lars sprints out to his left, throws back against the grain to a receiver leaking out to the right side, makes a good pass. Falcons not able to make the tackle, give up a touchdown. Raiders lead 7-0. Falcons 3 turnovers here in the first half. They've been at 1st and goal and been inside the 20-yard line several times here. Just haven't been able to cash one out. We'll see what Kohler has in mind on this one. Back in the backfield with him. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's one out to Corbin. Corbin's going to get taken down. He'll gain one. The aggressive defense there by East Sac.
Play Corbin is complete. He probably wishes it wasn't. Got about a yard on the play.
PA announcer for East Sac, stand-up comedian tonight. Falcons 2nd and 9. Aggressive rush. Kohler gets away. He's going to run up the middle. Lots of room. Slides down. Short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2. So Falcons, which is a manageable 3rd down. Kohler does a nice job stepping up into the pocket. Avoids that rush. Also avoids the hit. Slides down. 3rd and a long 2 here. 2:20 with the clock running here in the second quarter. There's a snap, bobbled by Kohler. He gets swallowed up in the backfield. He's going to take a sack there after bobbling the snap. It's going to be 4th and 9. Falcons in their own territory.
For the Raiders, brings up 4th and
they'll give him a couple more yards than I thought. So 4th and 7 here for the Falcons. Falcons probably have to punt this one away. They'd rather not give the ball back to East Sac, but they're going to let the clock run here. 13 on the play clock. We'll be down under a minute 30 when the Falcons get this punt off. East Sac will have just a short time to do something with it here to end the second quarter. Good punt there by DeJean.
DeJean punt goes out of bounds.
Good punt. Not able to be fielded there. And 38-yard line of East Sac will be where the Raiders start. They'll have 62 yards to go to score again unless they attempt a field goal. Falcons do get the ball first in the second half. Minute 19 left here in the second quarter. East Sac Raiders lead 7-0 over the OABCIG Falcons. East Sac comes in 0-1. Close loss to IKM. Falcons ran away from Esterville Lincoln Central in the second half last week in Ida Grove. There's a good gain of 5.
5 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Clock will continue to run here. East Sac very likely content to take this lead into the halftime.
Got to the 43-yard line, so 2nd and 5. Raider 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 43. 2 wide receivers here for East Sac. They're going to run it. Met right at the line, maybe a loss of about half a yard. No gain on the play. Be 3rd and 5. The clock continues to tick. Play clock and the game clock almost identical. I think East Sac can take this all the way down. They may call a timeout here and throw a Hail Mary to end the first half. Coach McCullough right out there with the official. And East Sac's going to take their timeout right about now. Or maybe not. They're just going to let the clock run. Thought maybe they'd throw one long pass, but content to take that lead. A long time since East Sac has taken a lead into halftime against OABCIG. And I'm sure Coach McCullough is tickled with that. So we'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back here with just a couple halftime notes. I want to thank all our sponsors that allow us to bring these broadcasts to you here on Fuller Digital Solutions. 7-0. East Sac Raiders lead OABCIG Falcons. It's halftime here in Wall Lake. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn, and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva. partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
There may not be a word more fitting than complete when it comes to Reese Auto Parts and Service of Otobolt. Not only do they have all the necessary CarQuest parts for your vehicles, they serve
And welcome back here to Esac County, home of the Esac County Raider football team here. They lead 7-0. Falcons shocked and surprised to not be able to punch one in the end zone. They've had lots of opportunities, done a good job in the middle of the field, but the closer they got to the end zone, the tougher it's gotten. Some costly turnovers. In the first quarter, the Falcons had an interception, not able to get much going on the ground. In the second quarter, they had a 1st and goal at the 3, but the Falcons fumbled it away, not able to come away with any points. And then 2 more interceptions there in the second quarter. Esac County has not set the world on fire with their offense. They've got just 2 or 3 big plays, but Lara able to sprint to his left and get everybody going that way and look back to his right. Just get it up to the outstretched fingers of his receiver. Kind of going against the grain there. And Esac gets it in to the end zone there late in the second quarter. PAT was good, and that leaves us at a 7-0 lead. The Esac band plays along here, doing a good job. We'll do some more commercials here. We want to thank all our sponsors that allow us to bring these broadcasts to you, and we thank you for watching. 7-0, Esac leads OABCIG Falcons. Falcons get the ball first in the second half. We'll be back right before the start of the third quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Welcome to Wonderful. A wonderful way to start your day with a delicious coffee drink. A wonderful way to spend your lunch hour with a freshly made sandwich. A wonderful way to quench your sweet tooth with a phosphate or tasty ice cream treat. A wonderful place to gather with friends and family. Welcome to Wonderful. Welcome to the Pharmacy, Soda Fountain, and Coffee House, located in
We're back here to start the second half here at East Sac County football field, taking on the Falcons. East Sac County leads 7-0 here to start this second half. Lar, the quarterback for East Sac County, able to find a 20-yard pass, score late in the second quarter. And neither team really able to put successive plays together, but East Sac one more big play than the Falcons. They lead 7-0. Falcons will take this kickoff. The field looks dark there. It's because we lost an entire bank of lights here. And the officials not ready to start this yet. Falcon returners looking pretty dark over there. And we'll take a break away. We'll break away as a delay is announced here at the game. We'll share some of our sponsor messages. We really appreciate them bringing the broadcast here to you. We appreciate you watching. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
My name's Tyson with Larry Beckman Motors. We've been here for over 50 years, 3 generations, here every day. We're a full-line Chrysler dealer, so Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and then we also are a full-line Ford dealer. We have a great service department. We service a big area, a full-line Chrysler tech and a full-line Ford tech, do a lot of oil changes and services, and we wash your car and vacuum it every oil change. We are a small-town dealer, and we treat people with respect. We want them to feel comfortable and try to treat people the way we would want to be treated.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Curry Seeds in Odebolt is a proud supporter of the OABCIG Falcons. As your local farmer-owned and operated source for DeKalb and Asgrow since 1984, we know the importance of getting the right seed for your operation. DeKalb and Asgrow bring you the best genetics and technology to manage the most important inputs to your operation. Come see John or David today. Go Falcons!
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
And we're still under a delay here in Wall Lake due to one of the banks of lights here on the home side down on the, looks like about the 30-yard line has gone out. Only 2 banks of lights on the visitor side. I'm not sure how many on the home side here, but maybe only 2 as well. So 25% of the lights out here at this field make the north end zone pretty dark, especially on the home side. Coaches meeting at midfield with the officials, trying to decide what to do. Not a real common issue, but you'll hear all kinds of people tell stories about lights going out at football games. It does happen in the heat and in the cold, and you never know there's a problem until there is, and unfortunately it happened on a game night here at East Sac. East Sac Raiders lead 7-0. We have not kicked off here this second half. Both offenses sputtered there in the first half, but East Sac put a big play together on the Falcon into the field. The pass from Lar goes for about 20 yards. as he sprints to his left, throws back to his right. The PAT is good. There's your 7 points. Falcons have been deep into ESAC territory, 7. I'm not sure if it's 7, but it feels like that several times. First and goal, at least once inside the 20, just a handful of times, but not able to convert. Falcons with 3 interceptions and a fumble there in that first half really stalled all the drives for the Falcons. Falcons have punted a couple times, so ESAC's defense has been able to stop them. But for the most part, the Falcons have stopped themselves tonight. ESAC has stayed on schedule, running their bread and butter running plays that they've run here for years under Coach McCullough and before that. And looking for the big play, get the defense sucked into the run, and all of a sudden somebody's open. That leaves us with a 7-0 score. Falcon faithful, probably a little shocked at the halftime score, but all new starters on offense and defense this year for OABCIG. A few of those players have played some varsity football, but when you graduate 23 seniors, there's not a lot of room to get on the field if you're a younger player. A lot of young players finding their way this year for the Falcons. Falcons open up 1-0 against Esterville Lincoln Central, jump out to a 20-0 lead in the first quarter. Last week, Esterville puts things together. They crawl back to within 1 score, 20-13. Neither team played a particularly good first half, but in the second half, Falcons put a really nice complementary football together, both on offense and defense. In the second half, able to run away with that for a win. ESAC comes in tonight 0-1. They play IKM last week, take a lead into the fourth quarter. IKM gets a go-ahead touchdown in the fourth quarter, and ESAC loses a heartbreaker, 19-15. Strange score for a football game. ESAC scored a safety there late in that game. We'll take another commercial break. Thanks some of our sponsors. We thank you for watching. ESAC leads 7-0 as we wait for some lights to come back on. Hopefully we'll get some answers here shortly. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
What word best describes your kitchen? Stunning, spacious, beautiful, maybe even functional. If you are considering a new kitchen that encompasses all of the above, it's time to call Kitchens and More by Melissa, your holiday kitchens dealer in Arthur. It all starts with your vision, which is brought to 3D life, then custom built and professionally installed by Melissa and Matt, working side by side with you on every detail. Kitchens and More by Melissa, a holiday kitchens dealer where quality products meet professional design. MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
So coach is still gathered with the officials out at midfield, trying to figure out a way to play this game. What options we have here. We've got one bank of lights out. 25% of the lights makes for a pretty dark corner of the field down here on the home side to the north. If you're familiar with the field here in Wall Lake, add this to your list of things that have happened while the Falcons are trying to play football. You'll remember, Falcon fans remember about 4 years ago, the state playoff game. A weird 50, 60 mile an hour wind with snow and sleet and lightning flashed right before the kickoff. They postponed the kickoff because of the lightning, and the storm passed through, and after that, the wind went down and the Falcons went on to a victory in a strange weather night. Several years ago down in Atlantic, the Falcons were playing football, and about halfway through that football game, the power went out to most, if not all, of the town. The whole football complex was left in the dark on that night. Now we've got what seems to be some sort of expert, maybe delivering some bad news out there to our coaches and officials. OABCIG coaches up here have mentioned that they've seen up north of Ida Grove a situation like this where the teams just played with one half of the field and you crossed the 50 and then you turned around and went back the same way. I guess there's a possibility we could get these lights fixed, or there's a possibility we could come back tomorrow and play this football game. Tomorrow it'll be as hot or hotter than it was today. So far tonight, though, not a lot of players with cramping issues. East Sacs had a couple players down. They seem to be able to get up and shake things off and re-enter the game, so that's fortunate. Take this opportunity to recognize Mike Spetman, who checks in on all the schools here locally. Players are hurt. Any athlete in any sport is hurt. Mike's at their school once or twice a week to check on them. And Mike travels all over northwest Iowa. That includes East Sac County. So tonight, when there's players hurt for OABCIG or East Sac, Mike is the trainer in charge of taking care of those players. So we've already seen Mike back and forth across the field a couple times. He stays busy all week helping all our athletes in northwest Iowa recuperate, gives them good advice, and provides input to all our coaching staffs. Coach is still at midfield. We'll see what we're going to do here. One official walking away, coming over to OABCIG's side. Like he may have some input for them, but they've not done the same here on East Sac's side. And East Sac, they're going to exit the field here and head out of their end zone, about where they came from for halftime. I don't know if what that means necessarily. Teams may need to warm up again, as these players have been standing around for quite some time. And it looks like we're close to an explanation here. Whether it's a solution or not, I don't know. OABCIG still stands at midfield on their sideline. Coach McCullough and Coach Allen out there figuring out what's going on. Looks like both giving their opinion of what they think about the situation. Standing out there with the head official. And that'll break up the party down there. And we're looking to see if we get an answer here. We're hearing up here in the press box another 15-minute delay here. ESAC's come back on the field. Looks like they're going to do some warm-ups. So the staff here at ESAC says give us 15 more minutes. I'm sure they're working feverishly down there trying to get these lights back on. OABCIG is going to exit the field here, go back to where they park their buses, and regroup here a little bit as well. We'll play some more commercials. When we come back, we'll probably just get a view of the ESAC Raider there on the 50-yard line until we get some more news. So it looks like
a 10 to 15 minute delay before we resume
we're hearing 10 to 15 minutes we're hearing now, so we'll keep it glued right here on the 50-yard line. When the players come back out and are ready to play, we'll sure join back on the broadcast with you and bring you this second half. ESAC leads 7-0. We're in a technical difficulty delay here at ESAC football field. And you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is Lorna at North Star Community Credit Union. You've probably heard we're kind of like a bank, but what do you really know about credit unions? Well, we're a financial cooperative, meaning any profit that we make during the year gets returned right back to our account holders, our members, as low interest loans and high interest savings and checking. As a community credit union, all your money stays right here with the people you know, and it's insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA. So what are you waiting for? Visit nsccu.org or stop by one of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon and see how we can help you with your financial goals.
Looks aren't always the most important thing. It's what's on the inside that counts. At Pinnacle Performance, they make things look good, but wow, can they make what's on the inside count when it comes to your diesel. Farmers, when you need your truck to work as hard as you, call on the Diesel Performance Pros at Pinnacle Performance in Correctionville. Oil changes to overhauls, bumper-to-bumper bodywork, from a simple part to a performance upgrade. Trust your diesel truck to Pinnacle Performance Truck and Body in Correctionville.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
There may not be a word more fitting than complete when it comes to Reese Auto Parts and Service of Odobolt. Not only do they have all the necessary CarQuest parts for your vehicles, they service them too. Cars, SUVs, and trucks, including heavy duty, plus towing services. 46 years of experience with 4 generations of Reese family hard work and dedication to your ultimate satisfaction. Fair, friendly, family service at Reese Auto Parts and Service in Odobolt.
So what was a 10 to 15 minute delay, as soon as we went to commercial, the lights came back on here and they put 3 minutes on the clock, and we're going to be able to play some football here in the second half where the Falcons trail 7-0. So if anything weird could happen, it's happened tonight. Falcons a scoreless first half.
Number 3, right, will pick up.
That has not happened very often. ESAC's leading the Falcons at halftime. That has not happened in a long time. And we had the lights go out and then come back on. We'll see what both teams talked about at halftime. A long layover here for both teams. They were able to jump around and get stretched out again here. Had about 3 minutes to do so, as the official said, let's get this going. Falcons receive the kickoff to start the second half, and a nice kick. It's going to go through the end zone Out of bounds for a touchback.
Kickoff out of the end zone by Wright.
Falcons are going to get the ball. Their own 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, we'll see what Coach Allen and the staff has drawn up. Falcons not able to be consistent offensively there in that first half. Haven't been able to get the running game going yet. And started the game really getting the ball around to some guys who didn't catch balls last week, but have really been stymied on their last several series. There's a give by Kohler straight up the middle to Ladwig.
Ladwig with the carry.
Nice game to 4 yards. It's going to be a long 6, second and a long 6 here for the Falcons. And positive yardage to start this second half. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ladwig in the backfield. Kohler on the shotgun. He drops back and looks, gets the ball to Gilbert. Gilbert tries to get away from one tackle, but he's going to get all the way up to the 30-yard line. Maybe good enough for a first down.
24, Jack Gilbert results in a first down for the Falcons. 1st and 10 to the 30-yard line.
They're going to give the Falcons a first down, and the Falcons 2 good positive plays here to start the second half. They trail by 7. Not even a minute gone here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Falcons, their own 30-yard line. They started this drive at their own 20. After the opening kickoff, Kohler's going to give that to Ladwig, and Isaac's waiting. They gang tackle him there. It's going to be just a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Nope, not even the yard.
So kudos to the Falcons for not giving up on the run game. They struggled with it in the first half, but they struggled a little bit last week in the first half as well.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
Trying to keep the defense honest here. Now Kohler with an empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. He looks, jumps up in the pocket. Tries to get the ball inside, but there's a...
Nice defense on the play by number 58, Luke Wernimont, defending on the
It's
pass.
going to be defensive pass interference on Isaac.
Flag on the play, pass interference on Wernimont.
So Dayton Ulrich, the intended receiver, he was pushed to the ground just a fraction before the ball got to him, and that's going to 10 yards past the point of the foul there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 45-yard line. Kohler gets flushed. Tries to get it out. There's a couple of receivers out there. Looks to be maybe Ethan Berenson he was looking for. And that falls short of Berenson. He's not able to get his hands on it. Ball falls harmlessly to the ground. Falcon coaches maybe a little nervous there. Kohler's thrown into coverage a couple times tonight. Isaac's made him pay. Now trips to the right, 1 receiver left. Ladwig in the backfield with Kohler. Kohler looks immediately to Ulrich, and Ulrich gets the ball right at the line of scrimmage, but he's swallowed up quickly. It's going to be a gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Maybe 3. About 3rd and a long 7 here for the Falcons, still on their side of the field. So a key 3rd down immediately here for the Falcons. Let's see what the coaches can draw up here. Even though plenty of game left here, you feel like this is a pivotal 3rd down for OABCIG early here in this third quarter. Man in motion. Kohler looks, sends it over Ladwig's head, falls in front of the safeties, over the linebackers. And that'll send the Falcon punt team on. Isaac kicks it to the Falcons, and they get the Falcons to punt the ball away here. It'll be Jax DeJean back here to punt. Jack's done a nice job punting tonight. Gets that one blocked. He almost just hesitated a little bit. That's punt is blocked. It's going to go out of bounds, and Isak's going to have the ball in Falcon territory at about the 28-yard line. So Isak brought the pressure. And runs right into DeJean's foot there. Takes the ball right off his foot almost. And ball careens out of bounds.
At about the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 for Isak. Not what the Falcons drew up coming out of halftime. But now momentum strictly with Isak here. A single wing formation. Pitch to the left. Blocking out front. And a good gain on 1st down. Isak has stayed with that running game and shown the ability to get some good gains. It's going to be 2nd and 5. 5-yard gain there. Down to the 23-yard line.
5-yard run on that play. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Well, Falcons can score quick. They've shown that ability this year. But are in danger going down 2 scores here with Isak knocking on the red zone. Now 3 in the backfield. And the give to the left. Falcons diagnose that and eat him up. That's Bodie Hansen there. He's had a nice game defensively. Able to read a lot of those tricky runs that Isak has run.
Lost a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Goes for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Now Falcons defense tries to stiffen. At 56, I believe, is Bodie Hansen. He's not listed in our program as 56. If that's somebody else, I apologize. There's an underneath screen. Falcons blow it up. Again. Number 56 for the Falcons gets in there. Blows that play up. Goes for another loss. It's going to make it 4th and 8 now. And the Raiders are moving the wrong way. 3 wide receivers. 1 man in the backfield here for Isak. Drops back, steps up in the pocket, gets flushed to his left. He looks, he's got a man open, but it falls incomplete, and a flag's going to be thrown.
The receiver is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like pass interference.
They're going to get the Falcons on a pass interference in the end zone. So it looked to be pretty good coverage, a long way from us here, admittedly. And that referee right down there on the play. That'll march the ball all the way up. A 1st down.
Penalty is a 1st down.
As a result of the penalty, 1st down at the 14.
13-yard line.
Falcon out there pleading their case on that. There's a toss to the left. And another flag's thrown. I think that's going to go against the offense. And Isak may be headed backwards again. They try to seal the edge there. And a lot of times when you do that and you grab a little bit too much, that's going to be a holding. And it is. Kind of a play that didn't look real pretty there for Isak. A quick pitch out to the left. Just didn't look the way the coaches wanted to look, I'm sure. That'll back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 24. So teams trading penalties here. And it is 1st down. Isak will have to get all the way down to about the 3-yard line to get a 1st down. Isak drops back. Runs for his life there.
Pass
tough pass.
Blair is incomplete.
tries to get it out to 26 there.
Second and 20.
Both players sprinting out to their right. Makes it hard to complete. Chandler Lair, 5'9" senior running back, not able to bring it in. Going to bring up second and 20 from the 24. Some substitutes here for ESAC. Asher Lawler, 6-foot junior, in for ESAC. ESAC, that classic wing formation. That time Lars sprints to his right, tries to find a man in the middle, throws against his body, just not able to get it done. Tough play for any quarterback, and not a play that ESAC likes to run very often. Makes it 3rd and 20 as they look to find an answer to crack this Falcon defense, who stiffened up here a little bit after the pass interference penalty in the end zone. 6:37 left here in the third quarter. Falcons trail by 7. ESAC was knocking on the door. A pass interference penalty in the end zone got him all the way up to the 14, but then a holding call on an outside run backs him up to the 24. And now they've got 3rd and 20. Gained very little on that. It's going to be about 4th and 17 now. So we'll see what ESAC wants to do. They're sending in some different personnel. It's going to be a 38-yard field goal. His PAT earlier in the game did look good. 38-yard field goal here. That'd be a big kick. Snap is good. Hold is good. It kicks up, and it's good by, probably might have been good by another 15 yards. And that puts the Falcons down 2 scores. They trail 10-0. We're going to take a 1-minute break. 5:51 left in the third quarter. Falcons trail 2 scores, 10-0. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. What a kick.
To clearing up dark skin spots and acne and softening fine lines and wrinkles is Sioux Valley Family Health, now offering med spa services including Botox Dysport, fillers, microdermabrasion, chemical peels, and hydrofacials. Sioux Valley Family Health, where your family is our family.
As you cruise through downtown Odebolt, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odebolt, online at SwansonWithYou.com.
Kickoff by the Raiders. Fake reverse there by the Falcons. They look to make something happen. Get the ball up to almost the 20-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted. It's like about right at the 21. Be 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Suddenly,
looks like about the 20-yard line.
Sorely in need of a score here, down 10-0 with 5:45 left here in the third quarter. We'll see what the Falcons want to do here. Trips bunch to the right, man in motion to the left. Snap taken by Kohler. He goes straight ahead. Design quarterback keeper goes for about 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. So a good opening play here for the Falcons. They've got to keep things moving here. Put some pressure on this ESAC defense. We're going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Ladwig in the backfield with Kohler. Kohler out of the shotgun. He's had time to throw tonight. The ball's going to almost tip there at the line of scrimmage. Now, Dave Norrich gets it and goes for a first down all the way out to the 39-yard line. Nice play for the Falcons.
39-yard line, Falcon 39-yard
Looked to be a hit that was close to a penalty there. Now the Falcons go hurry up here. They're typically been better when they play fast. Falcons get to the line of scrimmage quickly. Bryson takes the snap. Looks, finds short again for Ulrich, and Ulrich gets another first down. He goes up for 14 across midfield. Be first and 10 for the Falcons at the East Sac Raider 47. Now Falcons, 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Have got to get something going. And a good start here for the Falcons, who sputtered a little bit on their first drive of the second half. Kohler, empty backfield, drops back. We're going to get a call here on the Falcons. It's going to come back. That's a pass complete and a single leg takedown.
Flag on the play.
Falcons got a 14-yard gain, but we're going to get holding, and that's going to come back. Kohler had a lot of time and then sprinted out to his right. I don't know if the hold really mattered that much, but holding nonetheless.
It's like a 10-yard mark out from the spot of the foul.
And the official's not sure where to quite mark this off.
10-yard mark out.
And that's going to go all the way back to the Falcon 43 or thereabouts. It makes it first and 19 and a half. And that little underneath knife cut play goes to Miles Beck, and he's still on his feet. Just what the Falcons needed there. Miles Beck, 5'7", 125-pound, mighty senior there. Puts that toughness to the test. And gets all of that penalty back and more for the Falcons. Now 2nd and 6. So Beck comes in, runs that play to perfection, and gets the Falcons back on schedule. Trips to the right. One man left. Now quick give to Ladwig. Ladwig pinballs off a couple tacklers. He rumbles all the way down to the 34-yard line. Another first down for the Falcons. And we've got a player down on the field. That could be Ladwig. He got spun around a couple different ways on that play. Here comes Mike Spetman, who we previously talked about. Looks like a cramp out there. Last week, this is about when those cramps started to hit the Falcons. Last week, Kelton, some hamstring issues getting those cramps worked out. Fought those almost the entire second half. Mike Spetman out there to help him. We talked about earlier, Mike is the area trainer, visits all the high schools in northwest Iowa. I believe services both schools here tonight. So hurt players on the field from either side are going to get checked on by Mike. He stops in at all the schools and visits with injured players and their coaching staffs, boys and girls athletes all year long. We sure appreciate all his hard work. And Ladwig is able to kind of get that cramp worked out and run off the field. So that's good news. We'll have to substitute in for him. It's going to be Andrew Parks, 5'8" junior, who came in last week to spell Ladwig and did a nice job with the football. Shifty running back. He's got a real nice first cut. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. And that play was going long to Beck, I think. Beck turns into a defender.
Injury timeout.
And another injury here, and here comes Mike Spetman as well from one sideline to the other. Although hopefully the player's going to be okay. He's up quickly. Spetty says, "You all right?" He says, "Yes." He's going to have to go out for at least one play. So Beck was the intended target there, but it looked like it was going to go to somebody in a red helmet. Beck almost made a tackle on that play as East Sac Raider defender tried to make an interception. 3:42 left in the third quarter. Falcons trail by 10 to nothing. They've got the ball 2nd and 10 in East Sac Raider territory at the 34-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right for the Falcons. This has been quarterback run. This time Kohler throws it. Tries to get it down quickly at the feet of Ulrich. The linebacker's there to provide good coverage. And now 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. Coach Allen probably taking 4 downs here, as the Falcons need 2 scores to tie or take the lead. Now bunch trips to the right. 1 receiver left. Roll out. And a pass into Beck. He's ripped down, but not before he gets a first down. Right at the 21-yard line. Beck's come in, provided a spark here.
Looks like down to about the 21 or 22-yard
for the Falcons. They'll spot the ball at the 21. 1st and 10 on that 3rd down play. Falcons in business at the 21-yard line, trailing by 10. 3:21 left in this 3rd quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Now Beck in motion. He gets the ball around the end, cuts up, makes a man miss. Nice play out there by Miles Beck. He's going to gain about 8.
About 9 on the play.
It's going to be 2nd and short.
8 on the play.
2nd and 2 for the Falcons, and Miles Beck continues to make an impact coming in here for the Falcons. Falcons with their skill players. They've got about 8 or 9 players that can come in and play these 4 wide receiver spots. So you hear some different names and different numbers called. There, Kohler avoids the rush. The East Sac came hard, but they get the sack there. He will go down for a loss eventually, and that's going to make it 3rd and 5, as that time the Falcons not able to gain positive yardage. They had a nice string of plays going. Now 3rd and 5 for the Falcons.
Lost 3 on the play. 3rd and 5 for the Falcons.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Kohler by his own. Self there in the backfield. Falcons waiting to get a play signaled in here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Play gets signaled in. Coaches got what they want. Kohler takes the snap all by himself. Kohler looks, and that's going to get in there. Ethan Berenson's going to find himself alone in the back of the end zone. Kohler delivers a dart between 2 defenders. Falcons draw closer, 10-6. 1:51 left here in the 3rd quarter. Now an important kick here for the Falcons. Ladwig's going to be in to kick. The hold of Kohler. Hold down. Kick up. It's going to be blocked. No good. That'll leave us at 10-6. Falcons trail by 4. 1:51 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Tired of dealing with hard water issues? Unsure of what's in your drinking water? Make the clear choice today by calling Mum Soft Water of Ida Grove, a family-owned and operated small business serving local Ida, Sac, Crawford, Monona, and Woodbury counties. From bottled water to water softening systems, Mum Soft Water is here to help. Celebrating their 10th year in business, they welcome you to stop in or call today for all of your water needs. Make the clear choice. Mum Soft Water, Ida Grove.
As you cruise through downtown Odebolt, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Have you visited swansonwithyou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages, downtown Odebolt. Online at swansonwithyou.com.
Jax DeJean to kick off here for the Falcons. They draw within 4, 10-6 on the East Sac Raiders. Now the pressure on East Sac. They get a nice return here, push it out all the way to the 32-yard line, and we'll see if the Falcon defense can stop these Red Raiders. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Falcon offense put a few good plays together there. Kohler with a great pass to Berenson in the back of the end zone. Took a long time to get that play in. Coaches were talking about on the sidelines. They signal that play in with about 10 seconds left in the play clock, and it seemed to be the right one because Berenson was all alone. Bryson delivers a great pass, and the Falcons are within one score. Now East Sac comes out and runs a play they haven't run yet today. A little flare out to the left, a missed tackle by the Falcons.
Those passes complete. Looks like it was to Charlie White.
And White gets all the way down to the Falcon 38-yard line. Kohler, the only one left to tackle him back there at a safety position. And on first down, East Sac doesn't go down easily. They swing the ball out quickly to the left. Veit scrambles all the way down the sideline. East Sac with a big play to open up this drive. Now a toss to the right. Falcons catch up on the backside. They're able to tackle him for a loss. It'll be a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Grindle with the carry. Looks like short loss on the play. 2nd and 10.5, 11 for the Raiders.
And after the loss, East Sac up to the line. 3 backs in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Lots of blockers out. The run's to the right. He sneaks through the first level, gets to the linebacker. Secondary's got to make the tackle. Good gain there for East Sac. Almost all the way to the first down marker, but it's going to be 3rd and about a yard.
3rd and short for the Raiders.
Falcons need a stop here. We're going to go 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it looks like East Sac is just content to let this click down. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Falcons are going to be trailing 10-6 as the teams go to their sidelines and get ready to switch sides for the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. Falcons trail 10-6. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
My name is Jared Schmidt. During business hours, I help people with their insurance needs. Before and after that, my family and I operate Welsh Family Farm, where we raise pigs the old-fashioned way, happy in nature. We are proud to support our local community by providing a higher quality pork at a reasonable price. I can help you save money on your insurance, and we can provide you the best pork you can find. Visit us in Battle Creek and online, WelshFamilyFarm.com.
Horn Memorial Hospital and Clinics, Ida Grove, Holstein, Odebolt, and Mapleton. Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove is your ideal hospital, where personalized care is delivered by friendly, familiar faces you know and trust. 10 providers at 4 local clinics, as well as 11 outpatient clinics on site, allow for accessibility and convenience. Find out more about how Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove and their area clinics can be your ideal hospital and your partner in health and wellness. Horn Memorial Hospital, your ideal hospital.
And the teams switch sides here. Falcons trail 10-6. We're going to start our fourth quarter here. It's going to be 3rd and 1, a big third down and a short one here for the East Sac Raider offense. Falcons pack the line of scrimmage. East Sac runs it around the right end. They're going to get the first down and a little bit more. Gain of about 4.
First down carry by Veit.
Right at the 25-yard line. East Sac 1st and 10 as the clock ticks here in the fourth quarter. Isak comes out in this spread formation they've shown a few times tonight. It's going to be a toss to the right. Ball's on the ground. Falcons look to recover it. Officials coming up to see what happened, and the Falcons have the football. They're saying we'll see what they rule. So just a nice, simple toss to the right. The running back drops the ball. Everybody's blocking the running play, so nobody knows what's happening behind him. The Falcons coming across the line, able to get on that football. Seemed to be a little bit of a scrum there for it, but the Falcons get a possession and a huge break here in the fourth quarter as they trail by 4. Let's see if the offense can make something of it. Isak was driving at the 25-yard line when that ball was fumbled. Now a little jet sweep by the Falcons goes nowhere. Going to be a loss. Going to be 2nd and 11.
Nice tackle by number 58, Luke Wernemont, for a loss. Lost about 2.5 on the play. 2nd and long for the Falcons.
Now the Falcons behind the sticks here. 2nd and 12. Kohler alone in the backfield. 5 wide receivers. They run that little knife play again. The timing's not quite there. Kohler gets the ball delivered to Jack Gilbert. He's going to go for no gain.
Sorry, 64 Brett Thayer.
3rd and 12. The Falcons fortunate to get the fumble recovery, but haven't been able to do anything with it yet. We'll see what happens on this 3rd and 12. Kohler looks deep down the field, sends it over Berenson's head, and Berenson is hit hard as he jumps for the ball. And the Isak defender hits Berenson in the back in a defender, motion there. But Berenson all the way up in the air, not able to take the hit, comes down to the ground hard. Hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him or something like that.
Official timeout, injured player.
And we'll take a break as we hope Ethan's okay. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since 1925, Rex Chevrolet has served Northwest Iowa's vehicle needs. Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. It continues to be my privilege to help you roll down the road in the wheels you want. More space for a growing family, sporty for your weekend cruise, economy for your daily commute, and durability for the hard-working days. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles fit for every lifestyle. Stop by and visit Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo today or view our inventory online at rexchevrolet.com.
And while we were away, Ethan able to get up off the field and jog to the sidelines. Good news for the Falcons. Ethan, wide receiver, senior for the Falcons, done a nice job tonight. And so far this season, looks to have just the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all that was. A great punt here by DeJean. It's going to go all the way down to the 17-yard line. Nice punt. Flips the field here for the Falcons. Falcons not able to capitalize off that turnover, but they do get a good punt here. Isak will have to go the whole length of the field. 82 yards to get a score here. They did make a nice field goal earlier tonight, 37-yarder, I believe, and they lead by 4. Isak out of the backfield runs to their left. It's a short gain on first down. A gain of about 4 or 3. I'm not sure why the sticks aren't moving, but it looks to be
21-yard line. It's like gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and about 6. Isak breaks the huddle. 14 left on the play clock. Clock ticks away. 9:37 left in the game. Isak runs to the right out of that power formation. Coach McCullough trying to grind out some first downs on the ground and keep that clock going. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 3 for the Raiders.
So big 3rd down here for the Falcons. And Isak McCullough gets the play in. And they are taking their time here. Plays being called. Play clock will go under 10. Falcons look to stop the ESAC Raiders here, get the ball back and try to. There's a run out there by the quarterback. He puts the ball up, and it's going to be intercepted, I believe. Ball's going to be taken away there by Dayton Ulrich. That pass not a great decision there by the Raiders, and they've shown trouble with the pass game. It's just not really their go-to, and there's been trouble with that all night. It's not been the prettiest, although they've gotten away with a couple big plays using that pass game. Now the Falcons, fortunate to get the ball back, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the ESAC Raider 40. And all the time in the world here for the Falcons with 8:45 left. Falcons try some ground game there. Nice game there by Ladwig. He gains about 5.5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. So just what the Falcons needed here. Now 2nd and 5. Trying to stay on schedule. Kohler alone in the backfield. He steps up. Good pocket. Throws the ball deep. He's got a man open. It goes right through his hands. That was J.J. Parks.
35.
I think. Get the right number on that for everybody listening at home. Maybe that was Ethan Berenson. No, maybe it was Kelton Ladwig. I don't know. But nice pass by Kohler. Goes right through the hands of the receiver. Should have been a touchdown. Now 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Ladwig stays in the block. Kohler throws it again to the end zone into double coverage. It's going to be over everybody. Intended for Berenson. That'll stop the clock. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Falcons. 8:04 left here in the 4th quarter. So Kohler not really much to do with that pass. It'd have to be perfect for that pass to get into that double coverage. He throws it where only his receiver might be able to get it. Falcons live to fight another play here. 2 plays ago, the Falcons looked to have a touchdown in the end zone. It just goes through the receiver's hands. Now big 4th down for the Falcons. And there's going to be a hold called there, and then an interception by ESAC County. They're going to decline this holding penalty. They're going to take the possession of the football at their own 19. That holding call is declined. So kind of a strange twist of events there. Falcons trail 10-6, give the ball up to ESAC County. They're going to have the ball at their 19. Falcons defense is going to have to come back out on the field and get another stop. And Coach McCullough is probably going to keep this one on the ground, grind out a couple 1st downs, much like he tried in the last series. Got to the point where they had to pass, and that's when they threw the interception. This one goes to the right. Running back cuts up. It's going to be a short gain. Falcons know these are likely going to be runs. They're able to call the defense accordingly. It's going to be a gain of a short 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. They keep the ball in bounds. Keep the clock running. 7 minutes, 30 seconds now left in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 8. Falcons trail by 4. And they get the Falcons to jump. That's the 2nd time the Falcons have done that tonight. That'll give them a free 5 yards. Make it about 2nd and 2 there. Maybe 2nd and 3. ESAC gains 5 the easy way.
Second and 4 for the Raiders.
Second and a long 3, maybe a short 4 here.
A little bit over the 25-yard line.
3 running backs in the backfield. Blair hands it off. It's going to be a toss. They're power to the left, and the Falcons diagnose it nicely. Bryson Kohler out there from his safety position. And Dave Norrich also there to make the tackle. That'll go for just a short loss. Now third and 4, I believe. And we back the ball all the way up to the 16. Must have been the penalty called. I missed it. Apologize for that. It'll still be second down, but it's going to be second and 13 now.
For the Raiders after the holding penalty.
Holding penalty called on Isak. And Isak digs that hole a little deeper. Falcon defense can pin their earbacks here if they choose to. They almost come across the line again. Quick hitter right up the middle to the fullback. Falcons able to get to it, stop it for a short gain. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Got about 4 on the play.
Big play in this game. 6 minutes and 46 seconds. Falcons trail by 4 here in the fourth quarter, 10-6. Spread formation here for Isak. One man in the backfield. Lair drops back. They look to get this little slip screen out. They're able to get it, but the Falcons are going to stop it short. Now a flag on the play called by the side judge here. So it's going to be 4th down, but we'll see what the penalty is. Falcon have a player, looks to be down. Bodie Hansen, I believe. He's played his heart out tonight. Kind of been all over the field. Holding call on Isak. Falcons are going to decline that.
Official timeout for a hurt player.
And it's going to be, looks like about 4th and 4. So Coach Allen out to check on Bodie along with athletic trainer Mike Spetman. Falcons do decline the penalty. Raiders are going to send in their punt team. Bodie's still down. He's moving around, looks to be in some pain, but Coach and Mike Spetman out there with him. Rest of the Falcon team over to the top of the numbers remaining on the field. Team's able to get water. Can't come off the field, but during these injury timeouts, they're able to get water, which is good. And we hope Bodie's okay. Well, the Falcons trail 10-6. We're going to get Bodie up. And he's going to walk real gingerly on that left leg. He's not real confident on wanting to put a lot of weight on that, so we'll monitor that situation, and hopefully Bodie's all right. He's a tough kid. Falcon defense will miss him as long as he's out here.
Thank you for the Falcons to be number 6. Cade Spots.
Falcons trail 10-6. Touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal for Isak. Falcons able to score.
4th and 5 for the Raiders.
In the third quarter, Kohler to Berenson on a nice play. That gives us our score now. PAT was no good. Blocked, actually.
Number 34, Sam Jordan.
Falcons have had a blocked punt, a few interceptions, and a fumble loss tonight. So a lot of missed opportunities for the Falcons. Now here's the punt by Isak. It's going to get out of bounds quickly. I don't think it's going to get past the 50. We'll see where the officials want to spot it. They're going to spot it right at the 45, I believe. Falcons 45 yards from pay dirt.
Falcons will take over first and 10 from the Raider 45-yard line.
5:52 left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time here for the Falcons to get something going and take the lead in this ball game. We'll see what Coach Allen and the staff want to do. Falcons have had trouble being consistent on offense. It started to look a little bit better here in this second half, but ESAC defense, we really dropped a lot of guys into coverage, made it hard to find those routes the Falcons are so used to. There's a ball up and through the hands of Jax DeJean. Falcons not able to get him the ball tonight. Berenson with the touchdown catch. Newquist caught a ball early. Jack Gilbert's caught some balls. Orrich also. So the Falcons have spread it around a little bit. Ladwig as well. But still waiting for that big play down the field. Falcons are going to go trips to the right with a slot. So 4 wide receivers right. Man all alone to his left. Kohler's going to get flushed out, but he'll get it out to Ladwig. And Ladwig's going to go down and get a penalty called against ESAC. ESAC player gets his hands on Ladwig's jersey as he goes out of bounds and then pulls backwards. And Coach McCullough is going to argue that. But anytime the hands are on the shoulder or neck area and you pull backwards on that player, that is the same penalty as what they used to call a horse collar, player safety emphasis, and a good one.
At the Raider 21-yard line.
So Falcons benefited that penalty as well as the good play by Ladwig from the pass from Kohler. Be first and 10 at the 21 of ESAC with 5:42, and the clock stopped as Ladwig had gone out of bounds. Fresh set of downs and 20 yards to go for the Falcons to take the lead.
Ladwig with the carry, met by number 58, Luke Wermont.
That time Ladwig takes the handoff from Kohler. Goes for nothing. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
Falcons want to get that score and go ahead here on this drive. They don't want to give the ball back. There's a nice pass. He found his receiver over the middle, who really takes a hard hit there.
Pass to number 12.
See who that is. That's Dayton Ulrich, the 5'10 junior, 154 pounds. That might be a little generous. He caught the ball and really took a hit there from a couple ESAC players, but it's going to be good enough for a first down. Does a good job hanging onto the ball, and Kohler does a good job finding him there. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Clock goes under 5 minutes, 4:50 left here in this fourth quarter. And a little confusion here. They're going to give OABCIG a timeout instead of throwing a flag there. I don't know how many people can hear the PA announcer here at ESAC, but he says "oh" through his microphone to the entire stadium when he thinks there's a penalty. So that's something new for me. But it really is kind of disconcerting to everybody around, including the teams on the field, I would imagine. So Falcons call a timeout. No harm, no foul. As they almost had 2 players in motion at the same time. They avoid tragedy. No flag thrown. It's 10-6. Falcons trail by 4. 4:45 left. And they've got the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Falcons come out of the timeout, conference with the coaches. Good time for a timeout. They really need to get this right here with under 5 minutes and down by 4. Falcons need a touchdown to take the lead and have a chance to win this. There's a toss out to the left. Goes nowhere. Diagnosed beautifully by Isak.
Raider defensive line lost about 3.
I think that was Ladwig on the carry, I believe. And now it's going to be second down and about 14.
Second 14 for the Falcons.
Things just got tougher for OABCIG here. Kohler, 3 receivers to the right. Ladwig in the backfield. Kohler looks to the end zone. He's got Berenson underneath. Berenson fights down at the 5-yard line. Now a flag is thrown. Could be a face mask, something on the tackle. We'll have to wait and see. And it is a face mask.
Face mask
on the tackle, so OABCIG fortunate. Berenson gets all the way down to about the 3-yard line. Officials are going to wind the clock. Looks like 2nd and 3 from the 3 for the Falcons, or the 2.5-yard line, about where they run a 2-point conversion. Now Kohler's going to keep this one. He's going to get in for the end zone, and Falcons are going to take the lead. It's going to be 12-10. Falcons lead by 2. Point after attempt upcoming. An important kick or 2-point conversion, whatever the Falcons decide to do here. And Isak, for the first time tonight, trails the Falcons 12-10. 4:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Falcons, the benefit of a couple penalties, are able to string a drive together on the short field and take the lead. Still 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Both teams will have to play well if they want to win the ballgame. Now the Falcons, I believe, are going to take a timeout and talk this over. Do they want to kick it? Or do they want to go for 2? 2 points makes Isak go the length of the field after the kick, and they have to score a touchdown. 1 point means the field goal ties, and Isak has shown their kicker has a leg. Nailed about a 35-yarder earlier tonight to put them up 10-6. So field goal definitely in play for Isak. Falcons go for 2 here and fail. A field goal is going to win it. They kick an extra point, a field goal to tie it, and a much shorter field that Isak will have to deal with. But if they make the 2-point conversion, Isak's got to come all the way down and score a touchdown to win, with just 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And an offense that's not really moved the ball through the air traditionally. They've got a few pass plays they've run successfully tonight, but Coach McCullough likes to keep that ball on the ground. 4 minutes may be enough time to do that. They've got all 3 timeouts left. Now let's see what OABCIG has decided. They're going to come out in an offensive formation. 3 bunch receivers to the right. 1 to the left. And a little H-back there on Bryson Kohler's left side. Maybe in for blocking. But an eligible receiver in any sense. Kohler all alone in the backfield. You got to think the coaches have called their best play for a 2-point conversion here to try to go up by 4. And Kohler gets it away. Gets the ball down to Jax DeJean, puts it in the air right away. DeJean not able to come away with it. Had to go down to the ground to get it. It's called incomplete. Falcons lead by 2. We'll take a 1-minute break. It's 12-10 OABCIG. They lead the Isak Raiders. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Cook what you want, when you want it, with a new Maytag range. Make crispy favorites using air-fried, delicious baked goods with the help of convection, and tasty broiled vegetables and meats, all right in the oven. Cleanup is easy with the included dishwasher-safe air-fry basket and self-cleaning oven. Visit Jim's TV and Appliance to see Maytag gas and electric ranges with the air fry feature. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, serving the area for more than 65 years.
we're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait. We only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farming Agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
ESAC collects the ball at the 20 on the kick of DeJean. And they don't get any farther than that. Kick goes on the ground. Hard to pick up like a hot grounder on a baseball field. They corral it, but it can only get it back to the 20. ESAC's going to have to go darn near the whole length of the field here in order to have a chance to field goal and win this ball game. ESAC trails by 2, 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. OABCIG went for 2 on a pass from Kohler to DeJean in the end zone. The pass just falls short. DeJean can't go down and get it. And that leaves the Falcons with just a 2-point lead. Now ESAC with almost a full 4 minutes.
Lights in the south end zone. Please turn them off. Car with lights on. Thank you.
And we've got some headlights on in the end zone. Considering we had a quarter of our lights out earlier tonight on the football field. I'm not sure why they're so worried about it. There's a little flare out. Good gain there for ESAC. They get about half of the 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Raiders.
Clock will keep running. ESAC has 3 timeouts, 3:31 left in the fourth quarter. ESAC 2nd and 5 at their own 27. Now they get the ball out to the outside. Again, no first down there. It's going to be a short gain, so about 3rd and 2, a long 2.
Short yardage on that.
The clock will keep ticking. ESAC has not used the timeout yet. Matter of fact, they're going into full huddle here. McCullough gets the play in. Now under 3 minutes, 2:57, 2:56, 2:55. ESAC to their own 30-yard line. Need the 32 for a first down. And they get the first down. But the runner stays in bounds. They'll move the chains. The clock will stop long enough to do that at 2:44. And the clock will start again as soon as the chains are set. And the official winds the clock, and we're ticking at 2:39 now with the ball on the 40-yard line. And ESAC trailing by 2. They've kicked a long field goal today. I would think if they get down to about the 20, they'll have a chance to kick it. Quarterback back to pass. And it's completed out to about the 44 for a short gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
2nd 5. Timeout Raiders.
And ESAC will take their first timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 1 minute timeout here down on the field. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
My name's Tyson with Larry Beckman Motors. We've been here for over 50 years, 3 generations, here every day. We're a full-line Chrysler dealer, so Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and then we also are a full-line Ford dealer. We have a great service department. We service a big area, a full-line Chrysler tech and a full-line Ford tech, do a lot of oil changes and services, and we wash your car and vacuum it every oil change. We are a small-town dealer, and we treat people with respect. We want them to feel comfortable and try to treat people the way we would want to be treated.
2nd and 5 here for ESAC, and they're going to get called. They're going to jump. They've gotten the Falcons to jump on that hard count several times tonight. That time, East Sac jumps, and that penalty hurts the East Sac Raiders, although with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, you anticipate they were going to have to start throwing the ball anyway. 2 timeouts left here for East Sac, 2:12 from their own 40-yard line. They trail by 2. And there's a little counter play by they've been holding that one, I can tell you that much. Didn't want to run it until they had to. And that's going to get the first down. And across midfield. So a play we haven't seen yet tonight. The Falcon defense hasn't seen it. And they bite on it. But Falcons able to corral the runner down. Now 2:02, 2:01, 2 minutes. East Sac at the 49-yard line of the Falcons. Trailing by 2. Man in motion. Back for a pass. Quarterback's flushed out to his left, puts the ball up. It's going to fall incomplete. That'll stop the clock, make it 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Falcons for East Sac. Tate Lair, quarterback for East Sac, did throw a touchdown last week, but he did throw 2 interceptions as well. Completion percentage of under 50%. That's not what East Sac wants to do. Minute 49 left here in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, they're probably going to be forced into that. Falcons secondary is going to have to come up big, as well as the defensive line. Going to have to go get that quarterback and make him uncomfortable. Falcons, 4 DBs, 3 linebackers in the game, run a little flare out. Falcons have seen it a lot. They're able to stop it for a short gain.
2 yards in the play. Ends up 3rd and 8.
It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 47 of the Falcons. Minute 32, minute 31. East Sac still has 2 timeouts. McCullough doesn't want to call one yet. They've got 4 downs here, you figure, as they look to win this ball game on the last drive. Now the quarterback's out to his right. He runs. He's going to get out of bounds and get the first down by about half a yard. Lair looking to pass that whole way. I don't think he thought about running too much, but all green in front of him, and he gets a big play. Big conversion for East Sac. They get down to the Falcon 38-yard line. A minute 13, the clock stops on him going out of bounds. Still 2 timeouts here. And the Raiders with 3 wide receivers and a running back in. Now they're going to go for everything all at once. And nobody there. Closest player is Kohler at safety for the Falcons. It's going to fall incomplete. Dangerous play by East Sac. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Not much time off the clock. A minute and 8 left in the ball game. East Sac trails by 2. They've got the ball at the 38-yard line. They've got a kicker with a good leg. He's converted a nice kick here and an extra point tonight. That's where they've got their 10 points. I'm guessing East Sac would like to get about the 20-yard line for that kicker to have a shot. Lair back to pass, scrambles all the way back behind the 50-yard line, throws across his body. Bodie Hansen, who's back into the game, was out earlier, but he's all right now. He's ready to go. We told you how tough he was. And just a tough play. Lucky it wasn't intercepted by Lair. That'll be 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
Lair lucky to get rid of that ball, and lucky it fell to the ground. That stops the clock. 3rd and 10, a minute 2 left here in the fourth quarter. Falcons lead by 2, 12-10. Falcons have trailed the entire game. Kohler rushes in for a touchdown with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The 2-point conversion is thrown a little low and dropped by Jax DeJean. So Falcons only lead by 2. Now Lair goes back for a pass. He's in trouble. He's not going to get sacked, but darn near he gets rid of the football. And that's going to be intentional grounding, I believe, which I always forget in high school football if that's a loss of down or not. But Lair just desperately tries to get rid of that football. I think they're going to get him for grounding here, which would be a spot foul at least. And they are calling it on East Sac. Now, like I said, I always get confused on how it works, so the officials are going to have to figure that out too. Intentional grounding on the offense. I think it's a spot foul, and I don't think in high school football it's a loss of down, but they are showing 4th down on the stick. We'll see if they change that back to 3rd down.
4th and something. The refs don't know what the mark off is on the penalty.
So, 4th and about 20. Well, and Larry Allen calls timeout by the Falcons. 56 seconds left. We'll take a 1-minute timeout as well. Falcons lead 12-10. East Sacs in trouble. Long play coming after the intentional grounding. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Curry Seeds in Odebolt is a proud supporter of the OABCIG Falcons as your local farmer-owned and operated source for DeKalb and Asgrow since 19...
Tell me when. All right, 4th and 23 here for East Sac after the intentional grounding. Coach Larry Allen calls a timeout for the Falcons. Falcons just 4 defensive backs staying in their base defense. That's going to be a trick play there by East Sac. And they're going to complete it with no flags down. We'll have to replay that back. I'm sure everybody will. I'm not sure that was a backwards pass, which it would have to be for them to complete that. But they get it all the way down the field to the 18-yard line. 46 seconds left. They wind the clock, and East Sac still has 2 timeouts. McCullough's going to let the clock run a little bit. He gets the play in. And timeout East Sac. We'll take another quick timeout here, just 30 seconds. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Curry Seeds in Odebolt is a proud supporter of the OABCIG Falcons as your local farmer-owned and operated source for DeKalb and Asgrow since 1984. We know the importance of getting the right seed for your operation. DeKalb and Asgrow bring you the best genetics and technology to manage the most important inputs to your operation. Come see John or David today. Go Falcons!
So controversial play on the halfback pass by East Sac. Can't be positive that ball was thrown backwards, but no call from the officials. Caught the Falcons by surprise. They throw it down. It's a jump ball at about the 18-yard line. East Sac's able to come down with it. East Sac takes a timeout here with 34 seconds left here. Each team with 1 timeout. And East Sac at the 18-yard line trailing by 2. Already probably in field goal range for their kicker, who's already made a long field goal tonight. So dramatic ending here in Wall Lake. There's a give and a toss. They're trying to get the ball back to the middle of the field. I would guess they like the chances of their kicker here because that play was just to get the football to the middle of the field for this kicker.
Second down for the Raiders.
Raiders letting the clock tick down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. They're going to take a timeout and kick a field goal here. And McCullough's going to go for the win on the leg of his kicker. Not something you see often in small class high school football, but definitely something you see at upper levels. But they're going to let their kicker win the football game for him. They feel that good about his leg. While the teams are huddled here in timeouts, I'm going to take this opportunity to wish my cousin, Beth Wilson, a happy birthday. I know her mom watches all the Falcon games on Fuller Digital Solutions, and we sure appreciate that. And we wish a happy birthday to Beth all the way down there in Missouri, but a homegrown Iowa kid. I think she's back up here visiting for the holiday weekend. So Falcons lead by 2, 12-10. Kohler with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter gets the ball across the goal line on a quarterback keep. The Falcons go for the 2-point conversion and aren't able to quite get it. The ball's called incomplete by the official. Falcons could have gone up by 4 then, which would make this field goal null and void. East Sac stalls most of the way down the field here on their end of the 50. They call a halfback pass, which was, if it was backwards, it wasn't backwards by much. They get the ball down for Luke Wright, their kicker, who's going to take the snap and put the kick up. And it's good. 4 seconds left in the game. That's going to put East Sac up 13-12. Falcons trail by 1. 4 seconds left in the ball game. Number 3, Luke Wright, 6'4" senior, 215 from East Sac County with a big leg and 2 big kicks here tonight. The Raiders have 13 points. He's responsible for 7 of those. And the special teams game has made a difference here tonight in this showdown between the Falcons and the Raiders. We have a kickoff here. 4 seconds left. Game's not over. Falcons trail by 1.
Right to kick off for the Raiders. Got number 12 and number 14 back deep for the Falcons.
Now Wright, who just made the field goal, will kick off here for East Sac. Orich back deep for the Falcons. Wright keeps it on the ground there. Short to Miles Beck. Beck quickly makes sure he just downs it. The Falcons have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Maybe the 28-yard line. 3 seconds left on the clock. Falcons will have 1 play. We'll see what East Sac wants to run on defense. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive backs in the game. Really 6. They've got 12 men on the field. Now Coach McCullough gets it figured out, and they send the kid back on. Falcons are going to go 5 wide. There's going to be 4 down linemen here for East, and East Sac's got 12 men on the field again. But Falcons get it off. Kohler looks to do a hook and ladder here. They get it out to Ulrich. Now Ulrich has it and gets it back to Cade Spots. Cade Spots is going to get tackled at the 37-yard line. And they're still...
He's down.
And some confusion here. It looked to be the player was going to be tackled, but the officials are going to call him down as the Falcon had the football and ran around the end all the way to the end zone. Pandemonium here in Wall Lake. Officials are going to talk it over. Both head coaches have come out to meet at midfield. Somebody's not going to be happy. And that'll be that. They will call him down. Falcons lose tonight here to the East Sac Raiders, 13-12 on a late field goal by Luke Wright. We'll be back with some game notes after this 2-minute break. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
What word best describes your kitchen? Stunning, spacious, beautiful, maybe even functional. If you are considering a new kitchen that encompasses all of the above, it's time to call Kitchens and More by Melissa, your holiday kitchens dealer in Arthur. It all starts with your vision, which is brought to 3D life, then custom built and professionally installed by Melissa and Matt, working side by side with you on every detail. Kitchens and More by Melissa, a holiday kitchens dealer where quality products meet professional design.
And welcome back here to East Sac County Football Field, Coach Cadwell Field, where the East Sac Raiders win tonight 13-12 on a Luke Wright field goal with 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The first quarter was scoreless. Neither scored. One interception by OABCIG. In the second quarter, OABCIG was first and goal at the 3-yard line, but a foul ball back. And 2 more interceptions by gave a lot of opportunities to East Sac, and they were able to score on about a 25-yard throwback to put them up 7-0. Luke Wright makes it 10-0. East Sac Raiders. Falcons are falling behind. But with 1:35 left in the third quarter, Kohler throws a dart to Berenson in the back of the south end zone. The PAT is missed, and the Falcons trail 10-6 at halftime. In the fourth quarter, East Sac starts off just right at the beginning of the fourth quarter with a fumble, and then another interception at the 9-minute mark of their own about the 8-minute mark, and 4 minutes left in the game. Kohler on a long drive by the Falcons, a timeout called before the conversion, and Kohler can't quite get it out to DeJean. DeJean goes down to get it. Ball hits the ground first, called incomplete, and Falcons only lead by 2, and that would be consequential because as East Sac drove the ball down the field, they seem to stall out about the 50-yard line, but they run a halfback pass that probably some people will be talking about here for a while, and whether that pass was backwards or not. Regardless, the officials say it was, and the bomb down the field from the halfback is caught at about the 20-yard line, and I'm out and run one play all the way to the middle of the field. No intention to get right in the middle of the field. And then their kicker, Luke Wright, converted on 2 field goals tonight and 1 extra point, makes the game winner with 4 seconds left to put East Sac up 13-12, and a victory over the Falcons for the first time in a long time. They are having a good time here in Wall Lake tonight. Lots of students and players and parents on the field enjoying them. We want to thank all our sponsors for making sure we can bring this broadcast to all our watchers and listeners. We're going to take a short break, play some more commercials, and we'll see you next week where OABCIG takes on West Lyon. East Sac is going to travel to Missouri Valley next week.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
This is Lorna at North Star Community Credit Union. You've probably heard we're kind of like a bank, but what do you really know about credit unions? Well, we're a financial cooperative, meaning any profit that we make during the year gets returned right back to our account holders, our members, as low interest loans and high interest savings and checking. As a community credit union, all your money stays right here with the people you know, and it's insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA. So what are you waiting for? Visit nsccu.org or stop by one of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon and see how we can help you with your financial goals.
Looks aren't always the most important thing. It's what's on the inside that counts. At Pinnacle Performance, they make things look good, but wow, can they make what's on the inside count when it comes to your diesel. Farmers, when you need your truck to work as hard as you, call on the Diesel Performance Pros at Pinnacle Performance in Correctionville. Oil changes to overhauls, bumper-to-bumper bodywork, from a simple part to a performance upgrade. Trust your diesel truck to Pinnacle Performance Truck and Body in Correctionville.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
Anyway, how do I log out? That'll stop it. I don't know why I can't remember this. Please stop the stream prior to closing the application. No signal. Let's stop now. I don't know. What am I doing?